What up, what up, what up, what up, family? Let me get me a cold drink. Hey, Chris, you know you got some on the stove?
Yeah, I'm coming to get it now.
Oh, okay. Today we want to talk about symbolism. Symbolism. Let's let the beat build. How we gonna let the beat build? Let's go with my brother and George Franklin. Oh, I ain't turning my shit on. Symbolism, man. We're gonna talk about symbolism. Cause we are really screwed over symbolism. I know, man. I know, Hop, man. It's all good, family. You know the studio is right here, family, waiting right here when you can make it. We got to tell you, Hop was on his way up here yesterday and this check engine light came on. Let's let the beat build.
You're my dream girl. You're my dream girl. You make me dream girl. You're my dream girl. Oh, 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 oh.
I love Tequila.
Dream girl, you make me dream. You're like a drug, baby, and I'm a fiend. I'm addicted, and it's extreme. Ain't got no detox, just let me wean. Put the medicine in my syringe, and give me that shot, baby, and I'll be clean.
Just put your medicine
In my syringe,
and give me this shot, baby.
and I'll be clean. You're my
What's up, Keisha?
dream girl. You're my dream girl.
Let's smooth my beard down. I need to care about my beard a little bit more. Keep it brushed up and shit.
Oh,
There can't be no cute nigga and don't care about being cute, goddammit. George Franklin.
In my dream, girl, you take me high like an angel.
Let's get into the message, man. Symbolism and how we as black people do I got a booger? No, that's the light shining on my hair. Do I?
No.
Okay. Symbolism. A symbol is a representation of something. A thing that represents or stands for something else. So the symbol ain't the thing. Let's establish this. A symbol is a thing that represents or stands for something else. So if I got to have a symbol, that means that's not the real thing. You got it? A symbol represents or stands for something else. So whenever there's a symbol, that's not the real thing. The National Football League has a symbol. It's a shield and a flag with a football. Whenever you see that symbol, you know the National Football League endorses, and that's 100%. But that is not all 30-some owners of each team. That is not all 50-some players on each team. The symbol means that this shit is backed by these people. We're not here, but we send our symbol. It's no different than back in the day. A king used to have a signet ring. The king used to take his ring and they melt the red wax on the paper, and he'd take his ring and stick it in the wax, and then he'd take it and seal the envelope. So wherever the messenger or the traveler takes this envelope is sealed. And it's sealed right there with the king's signet ring. His signature. And the reason they did that, because this shit was important. A motherfucker could alter a letter back in the day, open some shit up, read it. It's like we do now. Motherfucker give you a reference, they sign their name on the line. So when the king puts his signet ring on it, when the shit get to another kingdom 3 months away, the other kingdom opens this motherfucker up and they say this is a legitimate piece of literature because the seal has not been broken and it's the king. See, they figured ain't nobody got a hold to the king ring unless it's legit. You got to be a bad motherfucker to go in the castle and kill the king and steal the king's ring and then write a letter that said, give black folks reparations. That's like Donald Trump was the king and somebody black broke in the White House and stole his ring and said, give black people reparations and stamped it. Now, why are we talking about symbolism? Because I want to talk about my man Chad Boseman, the Black Panther dude. I want to talk about the Black Panther dude because symbols represent what's not here. What do you mean, Javon? At one time, the Pharaoh of Egypt knew that he was not going to live forever. The pharaohs said, let's create symbols that show we were here. Right now, Tookie Williams started the Crips. He is gone, but the symbol is still here. You don't let the symbol die. Somebody threw up a right fist and said, black power. Whenever you see a right fist, now it's some change. We're going to get into that because symbol change. But the man that threw up the right fist for black power is dead. You don't let the symbol die. And I want to show how elementary black folks are and how childish we are and how we deal in fake world and fake realities of symbolism. When Lou Ferrigno died, white folks did not tell their children the Incredible Hulk had died because the Incredible Hulk is a symbol of strength. He's a symbol of Marvel Comics. He's a symbol of whatever the fuck he is. I don't know nothing about no motherfucking Incredible Hulk. But I will say this, they said Heath Ledger died. They ain't gonna let the Joker die. We got one goddamn black superhero and we so stupid and living in fairy tale land, we didn't let our children think the Black Panther's dead. No, people, educate our children. See, that's our problem. We wait until a certain time to tell our kids about Santa Claus, about everything. Do you know Jesus is a symbol? Jesus is a symbolic superhero that we can't let go. Jesus is dead, but the symbolism of Jesus is still living on. Why the hell we got to tell our kids the Black Panther dead? No, son, Black Panther is not dead. This is Chadwick Boseman. He's an actor. He played the character of the Black Panther. Matter of fact, son, let me give you a tribute to this man and his legacy and show you that he played Jackie Robinson. He played Thurgood Marshall. He played James Brown. This man is a great actor. This man is a humanitarian. This man is a role model for black people. This man is a strong man. He is not the goddamn Black Panther. But if we don't let the Black Panther die with him. If that's the case, what the fuck is the use of having the goddamn symbol? If with Christopher Reeves fell off the horse, the word and said, Superman paralyzed, and white folks run around crying, Superman can't fly no more, he paralyzed. We are a childish race. Just because we can't be real with our children. Nobody says to our children, hey, you know, the biggest symbol in the world, white folks don't believe Jesus is real. If they did, they wouldn't go around killing and stealing in the name of the Bible. The Bible is symbolism. The Bible is, the white man uses the Bible as his symbolism for killing, stealing, and destroying. As I always do, I drop my cash app up for anybody that want to donate it. I got a brother that shot me a 50 spot. He wanted me to talk about this. And I never, you know, I don't talk about the dead unless he was a fuck nigga to me. This guy ain't no fuck nigga. I talk shit about Eddie Long because Eddie Long was a fuck nigga. Whoever was a fuck nigga, certain shit. But what I'm saying is, black people, don't let your only superhero die. with the actor that played him. White folks will not let the Joker die. White folks ain't gonna let the Joker die. White folks ain't gonna let Superman die. White folks ain't gonna let Batman die. Ain't nobody gonna die that's a white symbol. Now, Javon, how does this relate to real life? Let me explain it to you. We care so much about symbols that symbols are confusing to us. We don't know when to worship a symbol, when to let the symbol go. Right now, people are killing each other for the symbolic colors they wear. I see you with that color on, I got to shoot you. Right now, people are at war and in hatred with each other by this BLM symbol, Confederate flag symbol. Whatever symbol you wear, the motherfucker that started that shit is dead, is gone. But the white folks don't let the Confederate flag die. White folks been holding on to the Confederate flag damn near 200 years. We let the Black Panther die overnight. White folks been holding on to Batman and Robin. It's been 300 fucking James Bond. James Bond ain't dead. White folks didn't even talk about letting a nigga play James Bond, letting a female play James Bond. White folks will not let their symbols die because their symbols were created for a reason. But this is the thing we have to understand. The Black Panther wasn't created for us. That's why you smarring. First of all, let's be real. The fact that we had a black comic book character did too much for our race. We got a black comic book character. Oh shit! We done made it. That did too much for our race. Now, when I watch the movie The Black Panther, I look at shit differently. I guess I look at shit for what it is. Now, let's get into some truth. My personal truth. And I got some notes written down, but I got to take you 360 on this one. A superhero character in the black race was too much of a symbol of power, leadership, overcoming for us. What do you mean, Javon? Well, when I was growing up, the nerds didn't even read comic books. The nerds was reading some molecular structure shit. Nerds was breaking down atoms. In my community, when we was in school as a young kid, they gave the regular kids Huckleberry Finn to read, Charlotte's Web, Scarlet Letter. They gave them boys that they couldn't behave picture books, comic books, shit that was easy to read. They could do their report on the Black Panther. They come to school, we got to do a report. I'm doing a report on Huckleberry Finn or Things Fall Apart. I'm doing a report on Charlotte's Web, and this motherfucker up here talking about what Superman did to Robin in the Batman's movie. Comic books, and they gave them to the bad kids. So to me, to be a comic booker, you was somewhat of a fucking dweeb anyway. That's just me now. That's my life. That's me. That's my life. Now, I seen niggas when the Black Panther come out so excited. Listen. Remember, a symbol is a representation for something. Maybe we love the Black Panther as a representation of a black hero because we don't have enough heroes. We done made athletes and entertainers symbols of heroism. It is a crazy notion for me, for a black person. Let's just be like this. When an African comes to America, an Indian comes to America, a Jew is going to be a lawyer. Know the law. That's come from the Bible. The Jews, the law, the lawyer. Asians and Africans going to be doctors. Mexicans gonna be general contractors. So in one generation, they changed the landscape of their family. Yes, I came over here in 1942, and I was a Jew, and I moved to Jewtown, and I worked hard, and I sent my kid to school. Now my kid is a doctor, or I've been a lawyer, or an accountant. One generation, I changed my family. Symbolism. If you a Jew, you get $1 when you're a little kid. You learn to count money. You grow up wanting to be handle money. That's what you do. For a Indian, when you come to America, I'm coming to America to be a doctor. One generation, they family got a hero. They don't need a superhero. You never, ever, ever. Now, I don't know, maybe because I'm an American, I ain't Indian. I have not seen the goddamn Mexican superhero kid. I ain't seen the Jew superhero. All I've seen is white superheroes, because white folks control Hollywood, and white folks control what Hollywood is designed to do. So I ain't seen no Mexican superhero. And Mexicans kicking ass. I ain't seen no Jew superhero, they kicking ass. I ain't seen no Chinaman superhero, they kicking ass. I ain't seen no goddamn Arab superhero, they kicking ass. What are you saying, Javon? White people didn't make superheroes to create white self-esteem. White folks made superheroes just because they wanted something like Greek mythology. White folks didn't need to create a superhero to make little white kids feel good about themselves. What do you mean, Javon? This is what I'm trying to say. Our heroes in our community are things that are very unattainable. Our heroes in our community are things that are very unattainable. And there's a reason for that. Black people have two kinds of heroes. Shit that's unattainable and easy low life shit. What's a black hero? I want to be a rapper or a basketball player. Something very unattainable. Or I want to be the local dope boy with a chain. Something that is so easy to do. Black people have our kids chasing the NFL and the NBA. That's opinionated. Meaning, if you go to school for 4 years, you get a bachelor's. Then when you go to school, 2-3 more years, you get your law degree. You are guaranteed the opportunity to be a lawyer if you pass the bar. There is no, we only accept 300 lawyers a year. Now, I don't know how many motherfucking basketball players they accept a year, but to me, a basketball team is 30 teams, and it's maybe 15 players on a team. What? How many? So you might have 450 basketball players a year. Each team may draft 4 guys, 2-3 guys. I don't know, but it might be 120 to 200 guys going pro each year. Now, black people, a father, a mother will put their life savings, their money, and everything into this child. This child work his hardest his entire life. This child neglect every other thing for the opportunity to be a professional athlete, and somebody can just say, no, you're not good enough. Nobody can tell the Jew boy, you're not good enough to be an accountant. You're not good enough to be a lawyer, Jew boy. Jew boy, you're not good enough. Asian, you're not good enough to be a doctor, boy. White folks have made this white boy that shot people a superhero. Let the symbol live on. Don't let Black Panther die with the black man that played the Black Panther. Heath Ledger died, but the Joker is still here. Baby, can you bring me a towel? Listen to me. Jesus Santa, the Easter Bunny. Symbols are symbols of hope, of power, wishing. I wish I could be a basketball player. Listen at what I just said. Our heroes' professional titles are players. You got to be a motherfucking different kind of race when your hero's professional title is a player. I want y'all to understand what I'm trying to say about words. Like I said, the black woman doesn't feel protected by the black man right now because she's spoken these words over her life and she's taken on this mentality. The black woman has said for the last 30 years, I don't need a man. Men ain't shit. I'm independent. So if you think you don't need a man, men ain't shit, and you're independent, then you won't feel protected because men offer protection. You understand what I'm saying? Women say, I'm the mother and the father. What you say is what you get. So what you're saying is a child doesn't need any male influence. I'll never forget, side note, my son came home, he was sad. My wife had gave him $5 to go to school for the book fair. He came home with a yo-yo, and the little yo-yo had broke, and it used to light up and stuff. I said, man, you got your little yo-yo. Why you sad? Why you ain't getting no books? He said, I bought a book, but then I traded, and I gave my other $4 for my yo-yo. My wife instantly turn around. Let's go down to the school. Ain't no way in the hell I work too hard and he gonna pay this girl $4 for no yo-yo. I'm finna get my son's money back. I said, no, you ain't. See, that's the type of shit where a male's influence is needed. That's a side note. But what you have to understand is when we make our heroes players, how can your race have anything serious? Our hero is a player. I don't think you get it. Our heroes are players and actors. I don't think you get it. The woman who doesn't need a man and who is independent and said men ain't shit will not feel protected. The race that makes their heroes players and actors. I'm going to say it again. The woman who does not need a man and who is independent will never feel protected by men. She don't need them. She's independent. The race who have made their heroes, their symbols of hope, their symbols of esteem, the race that has made their heroes and beacons of light, players and actors. Our heroes just play and act. Oh, we wonder why we don't have actual things going on. Our kids worship playing and acting. Symbolism. What do you think Usher Raymond has to say about the president? Usher Raymond been a child star since he was a kid. What do we need to know? Ja Rule been selling dope, chasing his dream. No actors or players has any really valid information because they've been acting and playing their entire life. Now, back in the day, you had some athletes. All they did was say, we got Muhammad Ali back. We got Martin Luther King back. Muhammad Ali deferred to Elijah Muhammad. Muhammad Ali said, I'm a boxer, I'm an actor, I'm a player. So everything I say, he said, Elijah Muhammad teaches me. He deferred to someone. Listen to him. Listen to him. Listen to him. Listen to him. I'm Ali. Listen to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. My Malcolm X. We want to know, Cardi B, can you sit down and talk to Joe Biden for us? Charlemagne the God. Yes, Charlemagne. Can you talk to Joe Biden for us? Can we get our players and actors to be our leaders? Can we get our players and our actors to be our leaders? LeBron James not playing basketball is not going to stop police brutality. Although I love the fact that they saying that. And then Obama told them not to. Obama told them not to. Let's talk about how this symbolism affects our race. In the black race, because we have in class, can y'all give me some symbols of prosperity and wealth and make it in the black race? Black race, what are some symbols that show in the black race you've arrived? Give me some symbols. Give me some symbolism in the black race that says you are doing okay. Prosperous, wealthy, rich, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Give me symbols that black people use to show that we living good, that we doing all right, you know. We ain't poor, we ain't struggling. What are the symbols we use? Can I get some symbols? Please understand this, what I'm talking about. Because this is finna get into the meat of the lesson. Gucci, Mercedes-Benz, cars, college degree, jewelry, designer clothes, $1 million, Mercedes-Benz, houses, flashing cash, Rolex, money fans, cars, all shit that anybody born in America can get if you just go to high school and graduate. And we'll get the shit illegally, stealing, scamming. Everything y'all just named, a fucking immigrant can come to America and get that shit. And they don't even floss for it, and they don't even show for it. You know why you have to have symbols of shit? You know why black people use those as symbols? Anything that takes hard work can't be no symbol. You know, I can easily just do this right here. Blah, 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 gang bang, that's a symbol. Put on a chain, I got money. Look at me, I'm eating lunch at Applebee's, I got money, 2 for $20. Look at me, shoes, car. The easiest shit you can do is what black people use as symbols. The easiest shit that every motherfucker walking the globe does or can do, black people make it as symbolism. Michael Jordan ain't played basketball in 20 years. Michael Jordan will be dead and gone. But 20 years from now, somebody wants to say, look at this. This symbol of this man on this shoe shows that I got $200, shows that I care about my feet, shows I care about my foot game, shows that I care that I don't want my child to look bad, I don't want my child to be bummy. This symbol right here shows that I care about my kids. This symbol right here shows that I'm balling, I'm doing all right all life. Matter of fact, I don't want to buy my child a shoe with no other symbol. What about the little shoes that babies wear, the little hard white shoes? The hard white shoes that babies wear, that every mother had hanging from the rearview mirror, that you go to some folks' house, they bronze, them the hard bottom shoes, they flat, they develop a baby foot. You know this is when a baby used to walk, they used to walk on their toes, walking forward. Now, if we can't put a Jordan symbol on our child feet, we ain't a good daddy. We ain't a good mama. We ain't a good mama. We ain't a good daddy. We ain't a good nothing. Stride right, yeah, the white shoe. The shoe that's actually made for purpose. The shoe that's actually made for work. I remember when I was in college, a friend of mine put me on to something. He said, hey man, Timberland's got a lifetime guarantee. All you got to do is have a box. Did y'all know that? Y'all ever do that scam? It wasn't a scam, it was the truth. If you bought your Timbs in the original box, you can go back with the box anywhere. If one of the thread, we would cut the thread, anything. They'll give you a new fucking pair of Timbs. Timbs got a lifetime guarantee. Did y'all know that? Timberland's got a lifetime guarantee. We actually wear the shoe with the tree on it, the work boot, to walk around in. Symbolism. Yo, this is a hip-hop symbol. This is symbol of rap, the game, the Timberland boot has been a staple. It's a symbol of something. What is, it ain't a symbol of goddamn working. The Timberland boot is almost a symbol of I'm in these motherfucking streets. A black man to go get a sports utility vehicle, don't have a boat to pull behind it, don't have no jet skis, don't have no dirt bikes, don't have no motorcycles. He's buying a vehicle. He is a single black man. He's got no children. He's got damn just him. He's got a car that fit 8 folks. He don't have none of that. He don't pick up no workers. He's got a car that seat 8 people. Back when I was coming up, Wu-Tang Clan said MPVs. Everybody went out and got an MPV minivan. The cops was stopping them MPVs. Niggas ain't had children. Niggas ain't had no car seats. None of that shit. It's a symbol. And they change the symbol when they get ready. I remember people went from wearing Burberry scarves to the point where niggas put Burberry on their Chevrolet. Now if you have on some Burberry, niggas be like, y'all motherfuckers get wearing that Burberry shit. No, Burberry ain't fell off. Niggas just stopped rocking it. And guess what? Burberry is happy. We start calling our reefer Burberry. Niggas is happy. White folks is happy. Oh, thank you, these niggas finally done stopped drinking Cristal. Thank you so much. We didn't want our $1,000 champagne that's for rich folks to turn into a low-budget rap drinker. Because guess what? It's only about, let's say, 100 rappers. It might be, what, 1,000 black football players. It might be, what, 500 NBA players. So that's about 2,000 people tops. Niggas that can walk around, yo, Cristal, champagne, Cristal, Ace of Spades. They like, hey, it's millions of rich white folks that like drinking this shit. You ain't gonna take our motherfucking name brand and make it a symbol of y'all niggas, and y'all niggas can't afford this shit? Oh, they should be happy Jay-Z drank they shit. No, they like, no. The demographic, the target market, they can only sell Cristal and expensive cigars to about 1,000 black folks. The rappers, the entertainers. But it's so many Europeans and rich white folks and Italians all over the world that got money to buy this shit. They don't want that nigga to symbol the face of their brand. That's why they come out. It ain't deep. It's surface. Tommy Hilfiger didn't do that. That's a misconception. Tommy Hilfiger said on Oprah Winfrey, you can look it up, Tommy Hilfiger was obsessed with Mike Tyson. And the world was loving Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson had Everlast on his boxes. Tommy Hilfiger said he gonna make some boxes and put Tommy on it. He said the youth, the black urban youth, started to show his boxes off, so he made his pants a little bit bigger so you could see this shit. Tommy Hilfiger, fucking Grand Poobah was a fucking spokesman for Tommy Hilfiger. That's a myth. That's just blacks' confusion. Tommy Hilfiger loved niggas. Tommy Hilfiger made his clothes bigger for niggas. when Tommy Hilfiger was one of the first things that you could sag and it looked good. I give you a perfect example of what I'm saying. I give you an example of what I'm saying, so you see what I mean. You can take my wife's new video, right? I got 87 people on this timeline. I can go to YouTube, pull up my wife's new song right now, right? And 30 people are gonna leave. 30 people say, fuck your wife, nigga. We don't wanna hear you for no music. We wanna hear you talk that shit. We like to hear you talk, right? But watch this. If I base playing my wife's music on the 90 people on this live.
More than 20 million people use Grammarly.
If our, look, prestige brand, to put a rapper's face on it takes away the prestige, was rich the brand. Exactly. Now, if you goddamn Javon Clark and created a little liquor and Durham, I need Diddy. But when you're $1 million liquor company, you don't need Diddy like that. Unless you decide. We have to understand, we as black people use bullshit. I did it. I had a Benz for a symbol of success and I didn't even have fucking life insurance. See what I'm saying? I had a Benz, a CLS 550 Benz. The seats hug you when you turn the curve so you don't rock. As a symbol of success, because I grew up in the country with no bathroom, I didn't even have no fucking life insurance. If I'd have died, they couldn't have buried me, and I'm paying a $600 a month car payment. I did it. I done it. I understand the power of symbolism. I understand this. I understand we need something to identify with. Watch this. I'm going to give y'all a theory real quick. And I don't want to get too smart. Y'all know I'm a sociologist. This is called the symbolic behavior theory. Symbolic behavioral theory. Now, symbolisms come from the word symbiotics. Symbiotics. What's symbiotics? Symbiotics was before we could talk. Shit like looking up to say, I wonder. Or yes, no. Affirmations. Symbiotics is what made two men that just met look at each other. And I'm walking and I got my knife and you got your knife and I got my kids behind me and my wife. And we can look at each other and based on eyes, nose, raising of eyebrows, posture, we could tell, okay, he don't want no beef. I can put my sword back up, give him a little smile and keep walking. Symbiotics is how we communicated before there was language. It's the same way when white folks first met Africans, they knew how to gesture. Bow. When you bow, that means I'm submitting. I ain't trying to fight. So Kaepernick bowing to me is the worst symbol you could ever do. You bow in reverence to something. I submit to God, I bow to God. I submit to the queen, I bow. So when you get on your knee to something, that's the worst symbol he could have chose to me, but that's something else. Symbiotics is how you communicate without words. Now, symbolic behavior theory is a person's capacity to respond to or use a system of significant symbols. The symbolic behavior perspective argues that the reality of an organization is socially constructed through communication. The reality of an organization is socially constructed through communication. So when I get off the plane in Japan and can't speak Japanese, there are some things I can do to communicate. Now, the first thing I don't want to do is get off the plane in Japan and say, they know through communications and symbolism and world socialization, when I get off the plane in Japan and just be like, that's what I don't need to do that to be welcome well. The first thing I need to do when I get off the plane in Japan is start smiling, lowering my head, not bowing, but acknowledging. See, when you listen to music and it sound good, you say, yeah, When somebody say, you like that food, you say, no. So you move your head left and right for no. You move it up and down for yes. Yeah, yes. You speak to people, what's up? Well, how you doing? What's up? I notice even in America how I've been trained, and I want some brothers to do this for me, and it comes from a slave mentality of symbiotics. But just be honest, when I speak to black people, I say, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? I give them an up nod. When I speak to white men, I say, how you doing? And I ain't walking around thinking that I'm Lord and white man. I just don't say to white men, how you doing? How you doing? I say, how you doing? I nod. There's a downness. Brothers, explain to me, do y'all do this? Is this something you notice you've done? And I'm a big nigga, and I ain't trying to act like I'm scared of white folks. But when I noticed it, it fucked with me because I said, what did this say? Symbolic behavior theory says a person's capacity to respond to or use a system of significant symbols. The symbolic behavior perspective argues that the reality of an organization is socially constructed through communication. So through communication of my life as an African American, I feel like, what's up, black people? What's good, bro? How y'all doing in here? What's the dilly dally? White people. You don't walk in a room full of white people and say, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? What's up, y'all? You walk into a room full of white people and you go, how's everybody doing? Hello, I'm Joseph Crook. You don't walk into your symbolic organization as black people. As a black race, you're an organization. The white race is an organization. You don't walk into a room full of white people and say, all right, now tighten up, what's good? I spoke to this black guy the other day. I was in College Seas, and he was busy as a motherfucker. He was putting the eggs up and putting juices up at the same time, cutting boxes. I saw he had him a system. I walked by him. I said, what's going on, bro? That brother looked up. He said, all right, now, what's up? Tighten up. You know how time it is. That man would not have spoke to no black man like that. No white man like that. I speak to a black guy. What's up, bro? You already know. Tighten up, baby. We trying to get in there. A nigga might say 5 things to you. You open the door for a brother. Appreciate that, fam. Good looking, baby. You don't even say appreciate that to white. You don't know when to say fam. There are places you go with black people, you know to say, how y'all doing? There are places you go with black people, you know how to say, what's up, fam? I used to have a caseload about 10 SCD kids when I was teaching because I had to go do their IEPs. And a lot of times I couldn't get parents to come to the school. So I would pull up with slacks or sometimes a suit in McDougal Terrace, in the projects, Bragtown, whipping a white Benz. I hop out. Naturally, they like, what the fuck is this nigga? Because Symbolics, what is this nigga pulling up in a Benz for? When I pull up in a CLS 550 Benz in McDougal Terrace in the Notorious Project, they expect to see a nigga hop out with gold chains on. When I pull up in that Benz and hop out with gold chains, the dope boys, the street niggas on the street look different. There's a different level of curiosity. What the fuck is this nigga pulling up in the hood, this fucking fancy ass car with this fucking gold chain and these watches on? It's a different level of when I pull up in the same car and hop out with a tie and some slacks on. It's a different level of, is this nigga the police? Who the fuck is this nigga? We ain't gonna fuck with him right now, but we watching him. So when I walk up, the first thing I say is, what up, fam? Family. Or I walk up, family, what's good? Instantly that makes them say, Ben's suit. The symbolic, the words he's saying. Family. See, I said some words that offset that symbol. See, as a black man, sometimes we don't understand your words cannot offset the symbol. You out here dreaded up, me out here hair like this, beard like this, pants sagging off my ass, acting a certain way. And I start talking. And I'm expecting somebody to take me seriously, but my words don't offset what their mind, look, I keep getting, I'm going to keep reading it. The symbolic behavior perspective argues that the reality of the organization is socially constructed through communication. What is a threat to the police? What is the symbol? I guarantee riding around in a wife beater is the symbolic of a threat. I guarantee you get out your car or the police stop you and you got on a wife beater and your pants sagging. I guarantee you that's symbolic of threat, no matter how you start talking about I went to Prairie View A&M University and talking white. Motherfucker, yeah, you putting on ass. Grammar plus rhetoric equals logic. You're saying something, but you don't look right. When I see a woman, ass out, titties showing, twerking, her grammar, her rhetoric, the symbols that she has on don't match the words you saying, sweetheart. I don't believe you. 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 You don't look like what you're saying. That's why a lot of black people don't realize back in the day we could create Black Wall Street. We could create these black enterprises and create these black businesses because the motherfuckers look like what they were saying. That's why the mob wore suits to kill niggas and rob and steal in. They wanted to look like businessmen. Motherfucker, you get up and go spend $1,000 to dress your child like the police profile. Baby, can you bring me your charger? I just spent $1,000 on school clothes to make sure my 12-year-old son looks like a 19-year-old man. How? How did I do that? He don't look 19 years to you. He don't. When a cop see $200 shoes, he said, I would never buy my 12-year-old son $200 shoes. Must be older than he really is. $200 shoes? A fake gold chain from City Trends? Cop don't know that's fake. As a black person, you will never snatch it. That's the wrong one. As a black person, you will never run up to a 12, 13-year-old boy and snatch his cubic zirconia out of his ear. You know that shit ain't real. You understand the symbols of your race. Them white folks, when they see them parts in the head and them fake gold teeth, the old school charger. When them white folks see that part in your head, them fake gold teeth, them fake diamond earrings, you got on all the symbols, baby. I'm 13. No, you're not. I'm 11. No, you're not. No, you not. No, you not. No, you not. No, you not. You can't convince me that no motherfucking 12-year-old got on $200 shoes, diamond watch, diamond earrings, diamond gold fangs, and you can't convince me that this motherfucker is not grown. Like I said, they talk about protecting black women. I say it all the time. If I hear a black woman scream and I look up, and you over there arguing with your man and you got blonde hair and eyelashes and your ass out, I said, that bitch doing something to that boy. I don't feel no way for Megan Thee Stallion because she don't look right to me. That's the fact of the matter. You say what you want to. I don't feel no sympathy, no sorrow for her because she don't look right to me. You keep on fucking with rappers. You keep on fucking with the wrong motherfuckers. I look up, I see a woman with natural hair, no makeup, ass ain't out. I run to her assistance. Now you can say what you want to, but we judge like that. We judge like that. You judge who can kick your ass, who can't kick your ass. You judge who you can run your ass. It's all about symbols. I'm going to read it again, and you going to understand. Symbolic behavior theory. The symbolic behavior perspective argues that the reality of an organization is socially constructed through communication. So in our black race, success, heroism is communicated through communication. Our players and our actors are our superheroes because white folks don't communicate nothing but that. White folk don't put no black man on TV unless he an actor or a goddamn basketball player. So when we look at who's who, when we look around, who's somebody? Who's worship? Who gets the status? Who? Oh, the actors and the players. So when the actor died, the superhero died with him. Incredible Hulk didn't die when Lou Ferrigno died. The Joker didn't die when Heath Ledger died. White folks didn't take White folks didn't tell their kids Christopher Reeves fell off a horse. Superman can't even fly no more. He paralyzed. Don't let your symbol die. IB said it's an economic decision based on time, safety, and risk. We only have enough time to see you passing by, ain't enough time to get to know you. The Bible is the first group of symbols that white folks introduced us to. I said the Bible is the first group of symbols that the white folks introduced us to. Crosses, a Sabbath day. You mean to tell me, boss, you work me every day, beat the shit out of me? Sunday you give me a chicken and give me off and let me go to church and sing? What's so symbolic about this day? The thing in the sky gave you a day off. He told me to be nice to you today. The symbolism in the Bible. I'm going to give you an example of something I just watched, and I ain't going to take no credit for it. I seen Pastor Andy say something. That's my dude. He's like a father to me. I travel with him. He's like a father to me. I don't fuck with that church shit, but I still learn a lot from him. Pastor Andy he said, this little black girl was writing Black Lives Matter on the side while white folks walked by with water and washed it away. You see that? The black girls wrote the BLM symbol. White folks said, we don't even want to wash your symbol away. We're going to wash the symbol away. He said that's about a group of people who's not interested in sharing power. He said, if you want some power, you're going to have to claim some territory. And in the territory you claim, somebody was already living there. So if you want something, you can't be afraid of competition. You can't be afraid of jealousy. You can't be afraid of hatred. You can't be afraid of not being liked. You can't be afraid of not being talked about. I was talking to my wife the other day. She said, Javon, it's so amazing to me that you can have so many people watch you and follow you, but they won't share my song. I said, baby, you got to expect that. That's why when black folks finally get on, they don't fuck with nobody they know. You got to expect that. You got to expect that. You as a black people have to understand that symbolism has fucked us up since our inception. White man come to meet us, he hit us with some symbols. The whole time we should be building an army, we Mansa Musa. Taking gold, buying crowns, making shit. Yo, nigga, I need motherfucking 4 million slaves to build a pyramid for me. Matter of fact, build 3 of the motherfuckers. Manpower, resources, time and talent. I need 4 million. I need the best stone cutters, the best masons, the best architects. I want this shit lined up with the stars. I need the best fucking astronomers. I need the best motherfuckers. Wasting time on symbolism. I need the best, the fucking cream of the crop to waste time on symbolism. You ever notice that's why melanated people always get their ass kicked? White, hungry Europeans will always say, yeah, we can get in a boat and sail over there and take all their shit. What makes you think you can get in a boat, sail enough motherfuckers over to take all of somebody's shit? Because they fucking with them symbols. Y'all seen Shaka Zulu? Africans couldn't even go to war before they did they little symbolism. Native Americans, we don't war unless we talk to the spirits. We got to kill the buffalo and the blood got to spill a certain way before we war. We got to talk to the oracles. White folks say, look, we're going to get in the boat. We're going to sail across the water. We're going to fuck their ass up because they worried about too much of the wrong shit right now. Even right now on this earth, black people are symbolically calling ourselves kings and queens. Symbol, a thing that represents or stands for something else. You a symbolic king. You a symbolic queen. Symbolism. You cannot let the fucking Black Panther die because the actor died. That's crazy. You need symbols when the real ain't present. Yo, Southside Street, Southside for life. We got a symbol and a tattoo. Because unity is really not present. This is not a community. There's no unity here. So we must have a symbolism. White neighborhoods don't have no symbol. They got a pool. They got a tennis court. They got an after-school recreation program for all day. They don't have no, yo, Briar Creek, baby. Woo! Briar Creek, symbol. They got everything. You need a symbol when you ain't got nothing. When you don't have anything, you need a symbol to represent it. We didn't have no black power, so the fist said black power. Yeah, your fist, yeah. Your arm in the air. Black power. Yes. They took this symbol for us. This means gay power right now. When you don't have black power, black people, black power, we stood behind that shit. Red, black, and the green. You don't have that. In the very same way, the Confederates got their asses kicked by the Union. You don't see the Union flag. You don't see people from the North running around. Union, Union, baby, Union. They won. When you are the victors, Union, baby. Upstate Union, baby. Upstate, above the Mixed line, Union, baby. You don't go up top to New York and see fucking Grant, and you don't see no prominent generals from up top, from the Union Army. They don't need the symbols. They won. They kicked ass. They won the war. This is the United States of fucking America. It's not the fucking South Confederate. So the Confederates got to walk around. Look at me. Look at this flag. This is what we used to be. This is how we felt. This is a symbol. This really is nothing because we got our ass kicked. And we submit to all the laws of the federal government. Wow, we're Texas. We're the Lone Star State. We still the Lone Star State. We submit to all the laws of the federal government, no matter if we didn't flee the slaves to June 19th, 3 years late. We still motherfucking Texas, part of the United States of America. But in our minds, Lone Star State, woo, Dallas Cowboy, 1 star on the helmet. Yeah, woo! No, motherfucker. The federal government will come to Texas and put that shit on y'all ass too. What are you saying, Javon? What are you saying? Symbolism, heroism, all that shit. In the black community, we have made our actors and players symbols of heroism, symbols of knowledge, symbols of wisdom, symbols of everything. You know LeBron James? I love LeBron James. You know LeBron James went to the NBA straight out of high school? You know LeBron James been the top basketball player since he was 15, 16 years old? You know LeBron James ain't been reading no books, studying no shit. LeBron James is a pure basketball player. So we need to hear more what Candace Owens think about it than LeBron James. Now what LeBron James could do is say, yo, much as y'all motherfuckers think this is some bullshit, y'all need to listen to Candace Owens. She talking some good shit. We would rather listen to Kimbo Slice over Candace Owens. Dig up Kimbo Slice from the grave. We rather know what a street fighter, because to us he's a symbol more than Candace Owens. Candace Owens is a symbol of everything that we hate. Yo, Cardi B! Can we get Cardi to talk to Joe Biden for us? Because she's a symbol of hip-hop. She's not a symbol of being black. We'd rather hear Cardi B talk to Joe Biden than Candace Owens. And that's fucking sad. But people, understand this more than anything. We don't need symbols. We don't need symbols. We need real heroes. We need to change our families, first generation. We need accountants. We need doctors. We need lawyers. And more than anything, we need cops. We need cops. Appreciate y'all, fam. I'm going to snatch this down and put it on YouTube, then share it back to Facebook.